Well, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video, and this is going to be my review of Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted that came out all the way back in 2007, and now here we are, 2022. What is that? It's like a math. So it's been 15 years since the original, and now here we are. Now, I actually really love the first one. Like, I probably like this movie more than I should. Like, look, I even have the DVD from 2007 or something. Like, I don't think the first movie is really like a fun fairy tale like type Disney type of movie, but I feel like it's very like when you kind of like, when I watch it anyway, I kind of analyze it and kind of like see it for what it is, and it's really thought-provoking. Like surprisingly, like it's very deep. It can be deep. It's very grounded and realistic. And of course, having the setting in New York City made it even more grounded and realistic. And the whole point of the movie was like kind of like taking all these Disney tropes and like making them grounded and real. And that's what I really loved about that first movie. And I really love that approach. And it's what makes this the first Enchanted movie stand out from every other Disney movie, in my opinion. Now, when I first saw the trailers for Disenchanted, the sequel, I was a little worried. I noticed how grand and much more bigger it is, and it's more spectacle, more CGI. And you know, at that point, I just kind of like keep my expectations low for the sequel. And now that I just finished watching it, what did I think of it? Well, it was not that great. And to be honest, I think the movie started off really well. And for some reason, the night that I watched this movie, I wasn't feeling really good. And when the movie started and we saw the original characters again, Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, Idina Menzel, James Marsden, when we saw all four of them, I just had a genuine smile on my face. Like, it was just like, I was like, all the nostalgia from that first movie just took over, and I felt much more better at that point. And it also introduced a really interesting concept where Patrick Dempsey's daughter, her name is Morgan, and now she's a teenager, but where in the first movie she was a child, and she loved all those fairy tales and princess stuff. And then in this movie, she's obviously a teenager and she's not into that stuff anymore. And I thought this was a really good opportunity for the movie to be even more grounded and more realistic and more deep and more meaningful. It could have been a really good coming of age tale for her character, but also Giselle, Amy Adams' character, to deal with change and stuff like that. And it started off really with a really good concept. But then Maya Rudolph's character shows up with her two friends, and then it turns into a very generic Disney fairy tale type movie. It turned into a very typical type of story where, oh, we have a villain popping up, now we gotta stop things from happening that are bad or whatever. And of course, there's more CGI, there's more effects, and it's more grand, and when it doesn't have to be, because the first movie was so amazing because of how real it was. But this movie kind of like did a 180 and tried to make it more fairy tale like, because that's what we loved about that first movie, I guess. Also, I really loved James Marsden in that first movie, and he was literally in only 2 scenes in this movie. He was literally at the beginning and in the ending. He was nowhere to be found in the entirety of this movie. While it was really nice seeing all the original characters back, it brought a genuine smile to my face. And Alan Menken is a genius at his work. The music is obviously astounding. There are 2 songs in particular that I really love, but the movie just feels too typical and too generic for my liking. CGI, spectacle, whatever, and So with that, I'm gonna give Disenchanted a 5 out of 10. I'd like to know if any of you guys love the first Enchanted movie as much as I do. I love that movie so much for reasons that are nowhere to be found anywhere. But also leave your thoughts on Disenchanted, the sequel, if you liked it or if you hated it. Let me know in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next time.